This is J.Keerthi of 3rd BA English Literature from Mahalakshmi Women's College of Arts and Science. I am here to review the work Cask of Amontillado written by Edgar Allan Poe. The Cask of Amontillado is a short story by American writer Edgar Allan Poe, first published in the November 1846 issue of Godey's Lady's Book. The story, set in an unnamed Italian city at carnival time in an unspecified year, is about a man taking fatal revenge on a friend who he believes has insulted him. The Cask of Amontillado has been almost universally referred to as Poe's most perfect short story. In fact, it has often been considered to be one of the world's most perfect short stories. The narrator Montresor opens the story by stating that he has been irreparably insulted by his acquaintance Fortunato and that he seeks revenge. He wants to exact this revenge, however, in a measured way without placing himself at risk. He decides to use Fortunato's fondness for wine against him. During the carnival season, Montresor, wearing a mask of black silk, approaches Fortunato. He tells Fortunato that he has acquired something that could pass for Amontillado, a light Spanish sherry. Fortunato wears the multicolored costume of the jester, including a cone cap with bells. Montresor tells Fortunato that if he is too busy, he will ask a man named Lucchesi to taste it. Fortunato apparently considered Lucchesi a competitor and claims that this man could not tell Amontillado for other types of sherry. Fortunato is anxious to taste the wine and to determine for Montresor whether or not it is truly Amontillado. Fortunato insists that they go to Montresor's vaults. Montresor has strategically planned for this meeting by sending his servants away to the carnival. The two men descend into the damp vaults, which are covered with nitre or saltpeter, a whitish mineral. Apparently aggravated by the nitre, Fortunato begins to cough. The narrator keeps offering to bring Fortunato back home, but Fortunato refuses. Instead, he accepts wine as the antidote to his cough. The men continue to explore the deep vaults, which are full of dead bodies of Montresor's family. In response to the crypts, Fortunato claims to have forgotten Montresor's family coat of arms and motto. Montresor responds that his family shield portrays a huge man foot door in a field azure. The foot crushes a serpent rampant whose fangs are embedded in the heel. The motto in Latin is Nemo me impune lacessit, that is, no one attacks me with impunity. Later in their journey, Fortunato makes a hand movement that is a secret sign of the Masons, an exclusive fraternal organization. Montresor does not recognize his hand signal. Though he claims that he is a Mason, when Fortunato asks for proof, Montresor shows him his trowel, the implication being that Montresor is an actual stonemason. Fortunato says that he must be jesting, and the two men continue onward. The men walk into a crypt where human bones decorate 3 of the 4 walls. The bones from the 4th wall have been thrown down on the ground. On the exposed wall is a small recess, where Montresor tells Fortunato that the Amontillado is being stored. Fortunato, now heavily intoxicated, goes to the back of the recess. Montresor then suddenly chains the slow-footed Fortunato to a stone. Taunting Fortunato with an offer to leave, Montresor begins to wall up the entrance to the small crypt, thereby trapping Fortunato inside. Fortunato screams confusedly as Montresor builds the first layer of the wall. The alcohol soon wears off and Fortunato moans, terrified and helpless. As the layers continue to rise, though Fortunato falls silent. Just as Montresor is about to finish, Fortunato laughs as if Montresor is playing a joke on him, but Montresor is not joking. At last, after the final plea, "For the love of God, Montresor," Fortunato stops answering Montresor who then twice calls out his enemy's name. After no response, Montresor claims that his heart feels sick because of the dampness of the catacombs. He fits the last stone into the place and plasters the wall closed. His actions accompanied only by the jingling of Fortunato's bells. He finally repositions the bones of the fourth wall. For the 50 years, he writes, no one has disturbed him. He concludes with a Latin phrase meaning, may he rest in peace. In general, this story fits well into Poe's dictum that everything in a well written story must contribute to a total effect. The constant use of irony, the drinking of the wine to warm Fortunato so that he can continue his journey to his death, the jingling of the bells announcing his death, the carnival atmosphere versus the atrocities, the irony of Fortunato's name, the irony of the coat of arms, the irony in the unintentional remarks that Fortunato makes, saying that he doesn't remember what the Montresor's coat of arms is, and later when he sneezes at the possibility that Montresor could be a Mason. All of these and many more contribute to the complete unity of this perfect short story. Hope you all like this video. Thank you for watching.